Hello, bloodies. Oh, I'm not supposed to swear at the beginning of these. Go on, boy. Go on. Go on, Blitz. Hello, bloodies. How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. Huh. I want to say it, but I know YouTube ain't gonna like it. You know what? Fuck him. You caught me petting my pussy. Welcome to the Laughing Show. Caught me in the middle of that, and I was actually working on something for the Cadaver Bank. If you don't know what the Cadaver Bank is, follow the links. I've already posted about it, so you know what it is. 2 tiers, so you can show your love for the show, show your support, and you get free things along with that, along with free demon or an angel piece, finished pieces, every month. So yeah, there's already one on there for the tiers, so go check it out, become a member, get a free downloadable print. And it's a weird one. I mean, my work, so it's gonna be a fucking weird one. So hopefully you enjoy that. You also get uncensored comic strips, all that fun shit. And once enough people start joining in, I want to start working on getting, like, I wouldn't mind getting merch sent straight to the actual people who join the Cadaver Bank. Let's say, dead and laughing. How are you? I'm dead and I'm laughing, still giggling away, even though I'm going through this shit still. But yeah, in the middle of it, you know what? I'll give you a little. This is one of them. I already have, like, you can't see anything. Look at that. You can't see shit. Actually, I think you could see it. Barely. Barely. This is one of the demons I'm making for it. And once it's finished, it'll be on there. I have others that are pretty much finished. So those are going to be coming up next. So I think the next piece will probably be at the end of this month, since I did start it at a little odd place. But yeah, it's going to be there. So the next one is going to be a demon, and I believe I've showed it on my personal page. So if you want to see, you'll be able to see it there. Even though it was hard to see. Yeah, sorry if it was hard to see. It's just, yeah, red. Oh, fuck. I wish I had a flashlight to show, but I think it might be too bright. It might be too bright to actually see the fucking thing. But today, our guest is Mr. Revenge, and there he is. Howdy.
Hey, there we go. How's it going, man?
Oh, well, you look pretty.
Oh. Hey, you do too. Right back at you.
Don't lie to me. You're making me blush.
How's it going?
Going pretty good. How are you doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right here. Just, sitting around, drawing, hanging with the cat.
That's basically what I was doing right now. He was up here for a little bit. He just jumped the fuck off. I don't know where he went now.
Oh, nice. Yeah. No, she'll probably be on my lap for most of this.
Yeah, if I let my cat Blitz do that, he would do the same. Because even, like, if I'm right here just working on things, he'll climb up and just try to lay on my lap, even though, like, there's barely any room.
Dude,
So
I know. Ugh. Yeah, I love it, and I love it. We'll just stop there. Shh, don't listen to me, honey.
it's a love-hate relationship, especially when they're trying to get your attention and just, like, using you as a scratch post, just like that.
Yeah,
Like, you little shit.
yeah. I've got the battle scars too. It's all good.
So go ahead and let everybody know what you do, and social security number. How long is your peener?
All right.
Let's see what else. There could be a list, but we'll avoid that. Go ahead.
All right, I'm Mr. Revenge, Ricky, first name. Just draw a lot of horror stuff. I've done some fun projects, had a few books made, a few Kickstarters, a few features and random things. Just one of those artists who's drawn all his life and continues to do so. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has that. I've noticed just at this point, I'm not really going to ask that, oh, well, what got you started? Because everybody has that point where it's like you got into it, you enjoyed it, and then you just slowly became the kid who draws, and then you became the adult who turned it into a profession. So it's like, well, hey.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how it worked. It was just yeah, you know, I can't even really pinpoint the turning point from like, oh, okay, I'm done with working that 9 to 5, and I'm really going to try doing art. But something clicked along the way. I just decided, okay, I guess I'm drawing now. You know, I think when I was younger, I always thought that I would grow up and be some Disney animator, and then, you know, things went all computer and CG, and I ended up just drawing. Yeah.
Well, can't
uh,
blame you for
but okay,
that.
well, forget that then.
Well, can't blame you for that because it was all hand drawn animations before,
Yeah.
and like Toxic Tunes, Eric Pickers, that dude. I saw one of his live streams and he was saying, "Oh, I got big news Monday," and fucker got me. April Fools. I was like, "Ah, you son of a bitch." It made me laugh. It made me laugh, but I was like, "Damn!" I actually was because he was an animator too for Disney,
Yeah.
and like he worked on Hercules and like I think he worked on Princess and the Frog, and
Oh, nice.
it was just like he put down, oh, I'm gonna go back to work at Disney and all this shit. I was like, oh wow, that's really good. I was actually happy. I was like, wow, that's cool. That's good for you. And then he made a video. I feel bad. It was all April Fool.
Well,
Like, you bastard.
it
Yeah,
was
he
a good
got me.
one at least.
It was funny. It was funny. But
Yeah.
if you would have been able to do it, that would have been sick. See something in
Yeah, I mean, you know,
your style, that would have been crazy.
yeah, I think my style is sort of kind of what kept me from possibly going that route, but also what led me to doing what I'm doing now, you know? It's always been a
Yeah.
little bit different, and I don't know if it's always been a good thing, but yeah, I just sort of leaned into it after a certain point and just said, okay, well, I'm done trying to follow, you know, the art rules. I'm just going to draw whatever I want to draw, and that's kind of what I do now. I just
Yeah, but
draw
usually when
every
you
day
make,
and try to keep it up, and you know, I figure the more I draw, hopefully the better I get, and we'll go from there.
yeah, usually when you're able to do what you want, it comes out better.
Oh, what was that? Sorry, you can cut out for a second.
Oh,
I
cut out.
lost it a little bit. Yeah.
Usually, whenever you're able to do what you want, like you said, you stop following like the rules for art and whatnot. You're able to actually do what you want, and usually that's when it actually starts coming out better.
Yeah, I really feel that too. You know, I attempted art school for a little bit, and I feel like that was probably the worst point for my art because I felt like I was trying to check off so many boxes. You know, I have to do this right, and I have to get this rule right, and I have to do that right, and it really set me back a lot, and I hated it. I hated school. It really reminded me just how much I hated school, and I said, yeah, the hell with that, and I'm just gonna draw, just the way I want to draw and the things that I want to draw, and we'll go from there. And I started doing that, and then I, you know, took on some design work early on, and that was fun for a while. But design work is its own beast. You know, working with clients and stuff like that can be really fun. It can be really challenging, and it can be really disheartening sometimes. But once you get past that, yeah, you sort of start to find your own confidence, I think, knowing that people are actually interested in your work and, you know, wanting to hire you. And from there, yeah, I just started, yeah, thinking about, you know, my own projects, and I guess you could say kind of investing in myself artistically in a way. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense to start investing in yourself more. Um, Oh, I don't have like experience like that designing for like companies or anything or shit like that, like possible logos, whatnot. I can relate because I have made like tattoo designs for some people, and it I've said it before. The customer is not always right. Sometimes the customer is an asshole because like they want one thing, but then they want to change it. They want another, or they just make up their fucking mind. At a certain point, I was just like, you see what I do. You like the way I do it. I give you my ideas. You don't like them, I'll work with you.
Yeah.
Other than that, well, fuck, let me do it.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel that too, for real. I mean, that's just sort of the thing. I mean, you're coming to me for a reason, and within that scope, let me just do the best job that I can do for you, And I'm not really a hard head about that kind of stuff for the most part. I'm always willing to bend and work with people, but yeah, a lot of the time, I do feel it would just be easier if I just took care of it. But my vision isn't always the customer's vision, and again, that's sort of why I stray away from that work a little bit and just sort of enjoy doing my own stuff.
Yeah, not everybody goes for spooky.
Yeah.
Sadly, not everybody goes for spooky. The world would be such a happier place if they did.
Yeah, the whole spooky thing is that was just a lot of horror movies growing up, for sure. A lot of angry music and just the typical teenage stuff. And then, yeah, the horror movies stuck though. And
what kind of horror movies? Which horror movies in particular? Like, was that the cat?
Yeah. She got angry.
Well, which horror movie like really stuck with you to like inspire some of your work?
Let's see. Probably the early Evil Deads a lot, for sure. They were just so crazy and out there, and a lot of great design work. And, they were actually kind of scary. I remember when I first watched them when I was younger. I remember being pretty freaked out by them. But beyond that, I mean, really a lot of those kids movies from the 80s that are not really kind of kids movies, like the messed up ones, like Turn to Oz and like the Mark Twain Adventures and Peanut Butter Solution and Jesus. Yeah.
What was the last one?
The Peanut Butter Solution. Did you ever see that one?
What's the Peanut Butter Solution?
It's this kid who gets a curse and he has to put peanut butter in his face. It's a really wacky 80s kids movie, and watching it a lot back then, it was like I was so interested in those weird movies, and I can't really pinpoint why, because they did kind of scare me a little bit while I was watching them, but I just loved watching them. So yeah, maybe it was just sort of an early calling, but yeah, always fun.
You were addicted to being terrified.
Yeah, there you go. That's true. And then, as you get older, you sort of overconsume it, and then it just stops being terrifying, and it just starts being fun, And to this day, I still think that some of the best art you're going to find is in horror movies, because, hey, there's some dedication there,
Hell yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's like the amount of detail that goes into everything that they have to do to put the scene together, especially if it's like a gory slasher. You can't just make that shit up like, oh, well, I don't know, maybe it'll look like this. Some of those people actually take time, look into how this will look like if this type of shit actually happened. Like how muscle structure, shit like that. It's like the skin's off, whatever.
Yeah, I know, right?
They go extra steps, and nobody realizes that.
And you only get to see it for like a split second sometimes, and it's like, oh, man. And then, you watch the special effects or behind the scenes or whatever, and it's just like the amount of detail and work that goes into that just to be shown for half of a second on the screen. And yeah, it is amazing. It is.
Yeah.
I still enjoy it to this day because of that.
I don't know why that made me think of the monsters from the movie The Mist.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's like you don't really get to see them. You get to see the spider ones and the like those pterodactyl looking shits, but you don't get full on like, holy hell, like look at all that detail on those or whatnot, like the giant crab thing
Yeah,
in the Mystic Grab somebody cuts him in half and shit.
or
Like you
like
don't
the
get to see
crazy
it when you
silhouettes at
actually
the
see
end,
the concept work. What was it?
or like the crazy silhouettes that they're showing at the end as they're getting out.
Oh yeah, that's all you see, and
Yeah,
when you actually see the concept work, it's like, damn, all that is supposed to be behind. Holy
I
hell!
know, right? Exactly. And the concept art, man, so often is just out of this world. Like, really, where do you even get that in your imagination? And I think that's really impressive. And it's probably the most fun aspect about most horror movies for me. And definitely what led me down that path of drawing more, I guess,
I can
scary
relate
things.
to that.
Yeah.
I can relate to that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to that because you see the concept work. When you see it come to life, it's like, wow, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But then seeing the
I know.
concept work is like, damn, it could have been this, 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 this.
Right?
Like, holy shit. And it's not even just like quick sketch. Like, they're full fleshed out pieces. And it's like, holy hell.
I know. It's amazing. Yeah, I have so many, art books for video games and movies and things. And yeah, some of my favorite things to look through for sure. Just awesome.
Oh, I know how that feels. You brought up Evil Dead. As for like favorite horror movies, like what would you say would be your top three?
Oh, top three horror movies. Let's see here. Geez.
It could be like thriller movies, like something that scared the shit out of you, or possibly scared you.
Hmm. Gosh, that's a good question. I've never actually considered top three horror movies, and I feel like if I just spit some things out now, I'll regret it later when I think about it, because I will think about it later. For sure, The Thing. That's gonna
Oh, nice
be
choice.
it. Yeah, I watch that one multiple times a year, so I have to include it. Second, maybe what's another one that I watch like every year? Uh, maybe like I don't want to say anymore because I don't really know. I don't want to sit there and say something and regret it. But I would be leaning probably towards like I don't know, an older '80s movie because those ones seem to have the biggest effect on me. Like I
So
would just
like Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger, Hellraiser.
yeah, one of the Freddy Kruegers maybe. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. Hellraiser first one was really good.
Yeah.
I like The Exorcist a lot too. That was '70s, of course. The there's some random ones like that's not really a horror, but have you ever see JD's Revenge? That's
Which
something I watch multiple times
one?
a year. JD's Revenge.
JD's Revenge.
Yeah,
I don't believe I have.
it's like an old black exploitation flick. It's got the teacher from Gremlins, and he plays a mild manner like cab driver who gets possessed by a pimp from the '70s who was wrongly murdered and is out for revenge. And it's just kind of it's kind of it's good.
A 70s movie?
Yeah,
That sounds like a 70s movie.
yeah, it's great, man. So that, I mean that one's yeah, I guess that's '70s, but it's a good one. I like that one a lot. Geez. What else is another good horror movie that's just fucking fun to watch? I mean, any of the classic ones. Wow, why is my brain just dead right now? Uh,
It's okay. I get that a lot.
uh, it's like I'm picturing the movie, but not the title.
I've been through that before. You're
Yeah,
like, what was that movie called?
yeah.
Like, fuck, what was it? It has this.
I mean, I've seen it a million times. I only watch it every year. Why am I not picturing the title? What is going on here? I mean,
Oh, I have that. I have those moments a lot too. Don't worry, you're good.
so I mean, yeah. I mean, I just like horror movie. The Fly is a good one. Both of them. I really like the Vincent Price version a lot. Probably even a little bit more than the Jeff Goldblum version. But that's just because at the end, it always kills me. You know, help me.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that. I haven't seen that one in a very long fucking time.
yeah,
I forgot that that was like, go sit, help me, the little arm and all that.
yeah,
I forgot about that. I completely
yeah,
forgot. We recently watched the Jeff Goldblum, The
yeah.
Fly. So seeing that, it's like, wow, that's some nasty shit. Like the way he just is falling apart, preserving himself. He's becoming more of an insect and everything. It's just like, ew.
Oh yeah,
That was gross.
that movie messed me up when I was a kid. Pulling out the fingernails, the whole arm wrestling scene, man. All the
Oh
bus scenes.
shit.
Yeah, that guy's good. He makes some
He's
crazy
a
movies,
sick
man.
bastard. He's a sick
Yeah,
bastard, but it was good.
yeah. I mean, even his new movies are just, whew, there's something to watch. And his son's movies, those are crazy too, man. Those are some interesting brains for sure.
That's so funny. I don't know. It just made me think. How you said when we saw it, it was like, oh fuck. My brother actually told me recently when he saw it, he was like, I wanted to be the Fly. I wanted to climb the walls and shit. I was like, what the fuck? That makes sense. That makes sense coming from somebody who's related to me. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it does work. I don't think I ever thought about it that way, but I was a little bit young when I saw it for the first time. I probably just grossed me out more than anything, but in a good way, for sure.
Have you ever experienced anything that you couldn't explain? It could be anything, really. Like maybe you've seen some crazy ass lights out in the desert, maybe shadows, you felt maybe a presence or some shit. It could be whatever. Even if
I
it
would
didn't scare you.
no, not really.
No?
I I know my daughters they do a lot, and but I've never actually had any sort of overwhelmingly interesting experience like that. I'm waiting for the aliens to come and give me a ride, but it hasn't happened yet, man.
Yeah, I don't know about this question. I don't know about this shit. Let's go back to cannibalism. Oh shit! No, I asked that because I have gone through that. I have those experiences, and people in my family have had those experiences.
Mhm.
Maybe because of what they used to do, because they practice witchcraft and shit like that.
Oh,
So maybe that's why. So I mean, all of us have those type of experiences in my family. At least the
I mean,
majority of us do.
my sister does, my daughters do, my dad did. He told me he used to always, he has stories, you know, ghost stories for days about growing up. But yeah, personally, I've never actually, never been graced with that yet.
Lucky you, because sometimes it could be annoying.
Oh, well, I mean, I can imagine so, but yeah, I mean, no, I've never had it. So I'm not going to say it doesn't exist. I definitely am not in that boat. I believe in it. I've never had the pleasure.
Yeah. But, only reason why I say it can get annoying is because there's one thing that's like it still happens. Apparently, like it's happened to my wife, majority of her life. Actually talked about it on Spotify for the scary stories. So hey, shout out time! You guys go watch it there. But if something actually happens where like we hear a certain sound in the house, and it's always nearby. And
Hmm.
it's like, what the fuck? Like, I've heard it before, but I never thought of anything. And my wife was explaining how she heard it one day. She looked and scared the living shit out of her. It's not it's not what you would think. It's not like, oh, it's a big monster or some kind of creepy ghoul or what the fuck ever. It's just you wouldn't expect it just to be something so small, but you can't explain how the fuck did it happen. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what do you? Because I even questioned, like, what do you mean? She's like, well, this is what I seen. This is what I went through. And, like, it's always happened. And it always goes 3 times. I always hear it happen 3 times. Like, what the fuck? And we still hear it. Like, we heard it
Yeah.
in our bedroom a couple nights ago. All of a sudden, you just hear just pop, pop, pop. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I've heard it when she's asleep. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Gotta get some cameras on it. Just set them up everywhere. Do
I
the
wish
whole
I had the money for that.
infrared thing.
It's not inside. It's not inside the house. It's always outside,
Ah,
which
well,
wouldn't make any sense because like we live in a 2-story apartment and there's no room to put a ladder or anything in the back
there's no.
unless somebody like sawed through the tree that's against my window.
That's kind of crazy, man. Are you sure there are no like spirits in your apartment now?
There have been neighbors who have died,
Yeah, there you go.
and I heard them. That was the creepy thing. I fucking heard them. One of them, we heard say, "What are you doing in my house? Like, get out of my house!" Like, what the fuck? Like, why would he say that? And then we found out that he died a couple of days prior.
Oh shit!
And we're like,
Well,
how the fuck? How the fuck did you hear him say that? It's like, I heard him say, "Get out of my house," and they were showing the apartment to other people.
okay. Yeah, that's a little messed up.
Yeah, just a tad. And
Yeah.
another neighbor, I heard they used to live below us. We heard his wife freaking out, like, what the fuck's going on? What the hell's this bitch screaming about? She's outside, losing her goddamn mind. We had no idea what happened. Felt kind of bad after we started thinking that, after we were saying it out loud to each other. But I heard him, because I used to work with him, I heard him saying, like, hey, I'm right here. I'm okay. Why are you freaking out? Like, why are you screaming? I'm right here. And I was like, what the? Okay, like, everything's fine. Why is she freaking out? Maybe she got a phone call? Somebody passed away? Something? As soon as we went outside, they told us, like, he's dead in there. He's inside the house. He's dead. Like, holy shit. I just fucking heard him out here talking to you. Well, I didn't tell her. I told my wife, like, I just heard him out here fucking talking to her.
Yeah.
And
I've
it
never
was weird.
anything like that, and I can say that that doesn't really sound like something I necessarily need to have.
I don't blame you. Sometimes that's why I said sometimes you get annoying because it's like, oh man, this shit. I have said it to other people and they look at me like you're full of shit. Like, I wish I was. I fucking wish I was. Because as soon as I heard that he was dead, I was like, no fucking way. You guys are fucking around. Who actually like what actually happened? No, he passed away. Like,
Yeah,
wow, that sucks.
that doesn't sound pleasant at all. No.
No, not at all. Like, wow, that's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
But not everything I've been through has been creepy. Like some things have been just like, a little heartfelt. Like another story I've told on for Spotify. My grandma promised that she was gonna scare us after she passed, and she kept her fucking promise.
Oh,
Exactly what she said she was gonna do. It happened. I was like, holy fuck.
yeah. Yeah. I guess there could be, good things like that. I guess maybe I have had a small one similar to that. My mother-in-law passed recently and told my wife to watch out for unicorns, and that when she sees a unicorn, it's her. And just thought that was the most random thing to say. And then, not a day or two later, there was a unicorn confetti in the house. Just, yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, it wasn't like we have unicorn confetti everywhere, but it was like a little tiny sticker-sized unicorn, and it was just there. Yeah, so maybe I have had a little one like that before.
Maybe it sounds like it could be. Not going to dismiss it. It could be. Um,
it was interesting. You know, I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not something that we've ever seen before, and it definitely just popped up, and it was an incredible coincidence at the very least.
oh, trip!
Sure.
Wow, that's a trip.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, unicorn little thing just popped up.
Yeah.
Huh?
So.
That's like you kind of. Well, you probably have. You probably have. I can't. I'm not gonna say like whether or not yes or no, but it sounds like it.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, it was weird. It was nobody expected it. So I mean, but as far as anything creepy, no, never had anything scary. I would consider that one positive.
Lucky you.
Oh, look at that, what a sweetie! What a sweetie! This one's
What a
just
chunk. She's a chunker.
this one's sassy.
This one,
Yeah.
she talks a lot.
Yeah, so is this one, but she really is her own beast. she likes to do what she likes to do when she likes to do it, and as long as you're following her rules, you're good.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised this one's not like that because the people we got her from, they said that she was an outside cat.
Oh.
We got her. She was a little bit smaller, a little bit skinnier too. Actually, a lot bit skinnier. But like once we got her, we got her fixed and everything. So like she swelled up. She never went down, and she just it's weird because it's even though they told us that she was like an outside cat, she doesn't seem like she was an outside cat.
Oh, that's sweet.
Like she acts like she's indoors and everything.
Oh, you heard it.
Yeah, sometimes we do shit like that. We'll have like, well, my wife does it. She'll have like a video playing with like a kitten or something, meowing, and she immediately runs over, starts meowing, like, "Where is it? Where is it?"
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I love cats for sure. Big cat person.
I think I just like animals in general, even the
Yeah, I mean,
ones that can eat
no,
me,
I'm not
but I do not want to touch those.
for sure. I love dogs too. They're always, but yeah. After I got the cats, I kind of just stopped having any sort of prejudice toward any animal. They're all great.
I scared her laughing.
Yeah. Calm down.
I
Listen.
hear your cat.
Yeah, she doesn't like it when I'm laughing. She only likes it when I'm somber.
She likes you quiet.
Right. All this noise I'm making.
It's all right. They get the same way. The one funny thing that we'll actually kind of get worried about it. We still think it's funny. We actually have a Argentinian black and white Tigu,
Mhm.
and he's a big fucker.
Yeah.
He's like 4.5 feet long, maybe he's like an inch or two more.
Yeah.
But he crawls around the house. We have him as a free roamer, and when he goes near the fluffy one you saw earlier, Blitz, when he goes near him, Blitz doesn't care because we had him since he was a kitten. He doesn't care. He just walks around him like whatever. He'll try to play with him every now and then. Her, this little butthole, she as soon as he gets near, he's just walking by. He doesn't attack them. He smells them. Um, that's it. That's all he does. He just smells them, walks by, goes to his little heating spot. Her, she looks at him and just pop, 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 pop. Oh shit!
Drum time.
And we need to clip her claws because we saw her claw get like caught in one of his scales, like by his eye. So we got scared. Like, goddamn, like don't fucking do that. As soon as she hears it, it's like, what the fuck you do, bitch? She just takes the fuck off. She's gone. And we check him out. He's fine. The lizard's
It's all
fine.
games. It's all just fun and games, right?
Yeah, until she takes out her fucking eye.
Exactly.
And then they're gonna be like, well, if Chubbs decides to bite you, that's your fault.
That's those are the rules.
any any plans? Do you plan on like ever? Do you like do conventions and shit like that?
I used to do a lot of conventions. I kind of stopped. They're a lot of work for a lot of downtime, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just found that I wasn't really having a lot of fun doing them anymore. So, I mean, in the future, maybe I might pick one up at some point, but no, not really. I'm working right now on a few personal projects, trying to do a fully illustrated version of Alice in Wonderland and
Oh damn.
a couple other things. The drawings that I'm doing, daily right now, I want to put them together in sort of a full-on 2024 book, just all the drawings and see how that goes. Just trying to figure out other ways to make this art thing work as opposed to just going the convention route. Because I just don't have fun at those. I like meeting people and the artists, but that really just makes up a very small percentage of the whole convention most of the time for me. I just kind
That
of
makes
feel
sense. That makes sense. It's not for everybody. I mean,
yeah.
honestly, I haven't been to like conventions really. Well, to vend at conventions to sell or anything. Been to a couple, but I don't know. I want to try to. This is a possibility. I want to try to do what the hell was it? LA Comic Con since it's in October.
Oh yeah, one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, I want to try. If I can't, then fuck 'em. If I can, then hey, why not? Try to do
Mhm.
a artist alley. Just trying to get
Yeah,
their prices. It's like what the fuck.
yeah. I mean, it's a fun experience for sure, and like you said, it is for some people. I'm really rather introverted, so it's not the greatest experience for me. But I mean, it's something that I feel like if you want to do the art thing, I mean, everybody should experience it at least once. You get at least once from the selling side, especially as an artist. They're interesting, and you do meet a lot of new people, and you get a chance to meet a lot of fans and make new fans and friends and stuff. But yeah, ultimately, you also have to be able to sort of be on most of the time for that, and I'm a shy guy. I like to sort of just be in my hobbit hole with my random hobbit treasures.
All right. Gonna end it here. Before I go, everybody go check out the Cadaver Bank. It is now open. Links are in the description and links are in the bio. This is gonna be on YouTube. So remember, like, subscribe, play with my bell to stay notified, do all that fun stuff. Give me a good thumbing. There's some asshole going through the videos and disliking every single one, which not a lot of people go through and hit like, but that takes some determination to go through and actually hit every single dislike.
Man.
Like, wow, dude, I think I know who you are, and you're a dick for that. But you know what? Everybody else, go check it out. Go ahead, give me a good thumbing while you're on the way. Just like them all the way up. Show your support for the show. Cadaver Bank. If you, God, I had to laugh for a second. Both tiers, you get a shout out. First tier, you get a little bit less. Second tier, you get a little bit more. So the Bloodies tier and the Best Bloodies tier. Everybody gets a shout out, and every new member will get their own custom toe tag from the Cadaver Bank. It is going to have your name. It has the Cadaver Bank. It has our own sigil. It's customly made by me. So, yeah, you get that. Everybody at the Den Laughing crew already has theirs. So they all got their own drawer. Other than that, Scary Story, Spotify, Live with the Afterlife, all true stories so far. Even the ones that have been submitted, I've been told are true. So go ahead, check those out. You enjoy them? Thank you. Share them around. Share them to grandma, whoever the fuck. Same thing with TikTok, comic strips. Hopefully you enjoy those. Some of those are inspired by actual events. Like the most recent, the burrito incident, actually happened. and it was fucking hilarious. So go check those out. I do hand draw all those motherfuckers too. So go check those out. Merch, threadless, all the designs made by me, approved by Dead Laughing Crew. So hopefully you enjoy something, show your love, and support the show. It would mean our whole afterlife. Other than that, bye.
Take it easy, man.